All right, today we're going to take a look at Bitcoin all-time highs. And guess what? There seems to be a pattern, a very repeatable pattern that can help you if you're feeling FOMO and can help you stay focused on what's likely to repeat. Okay? And so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some previous all-time highs and how many times we have to test that all-time high before we actually break through. Today is October 7th. This past week has been a huge week for Bitcoin. We hit all-time highs at around $125,000. And guess what? We came right back down to 120. We're in the 121s right now, okay? Not surprising. A lot of people are like, oh, we're off on this is the run. This one's going to happen. Be patient, wait. This is expected to happen, and Bitcoin's price is operating in a way that's repeatable and is likely to continue to the upside. So let's take a look at this, okay? So what I'm going to do is we're going to take a look on TradingView here, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom all the way out. So if we go back to the previous all-time high, right? This is the 2021 run. This is November of 21. We were at, let's see here, about 69,000, okay? So what I'm going to do here is we're going to draw this line and we're going to see, check this out. Now when we go here and we take a look, right? So that was a previous all-time high, 69,000, okay? We had to wait all the way until February of 2024, okay? And we did break through that all-time high. But guess what? We got up above, came below. Above, came below. We tested it multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, close to 8, 9 times. And these are just rough estimates. We tested it multiple times. Okay? Finally broke through. Let's look at another example. Right? This all-time high is right around 108. We had a resistance level right around 108. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's just make this nice and easy at 108. Okay? And guess what? We got there. And here you go. We tested it once. Okay? Came way back down. Tested it again. 2, 3, 4, a whole bunch, right? Finally break through. Okay? I'm going to get to the why in a moment, but I want to show you one more. Next all-time high. What do we got? It says a high of 122. We're going to work off of that. Okay? This right here. Let's stick it at 122. It's good enough. Okay. We got it. We tested it. All right? Came all the way back down. We actually went below that floor. But I mean, this is just saying the resistance is strong here. It's operating within the range it should. And guess what? Then we came up. We tested the floor again. And now we're at the point, okay, well, we're testing it again. Everybody felt like when we got to this moment right here, they said, this is it. It's taking off. It's going to happen. Maybe it does. But if it doesn't, don't freak out. The reason I say don't freak out is look back at history. History may rhyme. May not be exactly the same, but it rhymes. Tested it big time here. Tons of tests before we jumped out. Previous all-time high. Tons of tests along the way. Finally, we break out. I personally don't feel like we've tested this enough. Now, we are in a different environment. Q4 is bonanzas. A lot of different things working in the benefit of Bitcoin. This one could run sooner than we expect. But if it tests, don't freak out. This is part of the process. And here's the psychology, okay? Resistance is a memory. There's people who have bought at these points. This is running like crazy. Somebody bought at 108. We know this. Somebody bought at 108. They just got in. They aped in. And then it dropped all the way to 74. If they held it, 77. If they held it, good for them. But what they could have in their back of their heads is, this isn't for me. I'm going to get out. I don't want to lose money. So when Bitcoin gets back to this price, I've got a sell order limit that's just sitting there. I'm going to let it fill, and I'm going to go make a bad decision and go somewhere else. Resistance is memory, right? Each of these tests chips away at supply, right? So the market's going to absorb the orders, but each test weakens the wall until the money is in the hands of the hodlers, and then it's going to break through. So here's the thing. We got to get the money out of the weak hands through this process. Get it out of the weak hands through this process. And when I say weak hands, there are weak hands, or there's just people that have been sitting on Bitcoin for a decade. They got $1 billion of it, and they want to get some out, and they know Bitcoin's going to run, but hey, they got $1 billion. Let them take $100 million off the table. Whatever. I'm just making up an example. That's going to happen, okay? Not that those people are weak hands. They're just taking some chips off the table. Good for them, right? But this is why you have to have these multiple tests, right? On the flip side, these repeated tests of the price builds confidence. So those diamond hands are like, hey man, this thing keeps retesting these all-time highs. It's gonna run, and they start buying and they start absorbing more. And when they do that, that's when the price can break through, right? There's fakeouts. That's gonna happen, right? There can be market manipulation. A lot of times you're gonna see Bitcoin run on the weekends because there's lower trading volume. They can manipulate the market. They can either sell it down and then buy it back, or they can buy it up, short it on the they short it on the way down, make money, and then buy back in, and it goes back up. And there you go. There's market manipulation that happens in everything. Bitcoin's harder than some of the traditional markets to manipulate, but you can't fool yourself. It's happening, right? Momentum, narrative, FOMO. Finally align. You got the technical, the psychological, the macro factors, all this stuff, and that's when a clean breakout happens, okay? So all I'm saying is this is a pattern that's repeated itself. You've seen it over and over again, okay? Right here, to break through an all-time high. And again, to break through an all-time high. And again, we could be testing this a whole bunch over the next few weeks, and then that breakout could happen. We could test this for months and months. I feel like it's going to be closer to a few weeks, and then we see this nice breakout to the next level. Who knows? Here's the other cool part. Bitcoin has been highly resilient. As you can see here, we broke this all-time high. This was the previous all-time high, or this high, right, is going to serve as the floor. It didn't get all the way down to the floor. It tested it. It got close, but it didn't touch the floor. It didn't go below the floor. We're staying in. It's still a bull market. No question about it. This is actually a beautiful chart. We break out. This is a little tighter, right? This is a bigger range. It's a little tighter of a range. But still, this all-time high, we literally tested. We went a little below. We had some wicks below the 108 mark. Guess what? Came back. We tested it again. Came back. Okay? This is the cool part. Digging in the technical analysis, it can give you more confidence. It can make you calm, cool, and collected under pressure. That's the message I want to share. Learn some technical analysis. That's simple stuff. You got your support levels, your resistance levels, and we can talk about Fibonacci levels later. Play around with those, build confidence, watch how Bitcoin operates. There is a pattern. It's never going to be exact. It absolutely will rhyme. And when you can listen and notice those rhymes happening, this is going to give you more confidence to say, hey, this thing's going to bounce around. And I can expect that. I'm not going to freak out. I can expect that. Maybe you place some limit orders around these previous lows in case we test it again. I don't know. But here's the good news. I think we're going to test this a few more times, and I see a breakout happening. Nobody knows, but that's typically what history has told us when we're coming up to all-time highs. Plus, we're in Q4. Really fun time to see Bitcoin do its thing. So there you go. Like and subscribe below. Keep stacking those stats. Stay sovereign. Thank you.